in shadow.
It's back like this.
Okay.
All right. So, I guess we can get started. Welcome to Shelf Control. I'm Norm.
I'm Lisa.
And today we are going to do a quick playthrough and review of Ascension. We have 3 base boxes along with 3 expansions. We've played through with played with Lisa these 2, and we haven't done this one, so we're going to do the playthrough of this one. And then we'll talk about the games after that. So I think what we need to do is move these.
Get rid of these games.
Off to the side so people can see some.
Do you need the rule book?
Keep that rule book down there, yeah. This one's a little bit lighter.
Okay.
And here's your starting deck of cards.
Got it.
And I'll go ahead and fill in this area as well. Now there's those new energy shards. They get, if an energy shard comes out, it just fills up like this. All right, so to give you guys some information and give her a refresher on how to play, Ascension is a deck building game. You've got an ever-changing market out here of cards that you can either buy or fight. And you have a starting deck of cards that has your apprentices, which all have +1 with this little triangle symbol, which they call runes.
These cards aren't sleeved, mister.
They are not.
I don't play games that aren't sleeved.
The way that the runes work is if a card is purchasable from the middle, it has a number in a triangle. And so if I had 3 triangle in my hand, I could buy this or this because they both cost 3, but I couldn't get the things that would cost 5. Or I could get the thing that cost 1. It would refill.
Do you get the energy shards?
And you get the energy shards with it. And I'll explain those in a minute. The things like this that have the little red number need to be fought. And our deck starts with 2 militia, which provide 2 attack. So we wouldn't be able to fight the Vault Sphinx with.
I'm fighting the Vault Sphinx.
Our starting hand.
But
there is always up here the cultist that you can attack for 2 for 1 victory point. And there's always the heavy infantry and the mystic for purchase. If there's nothing here that you want, you can always pick up those for 2 attack or 2 buy. The point of the game is to get the most points. You get points either by defeating a monster. You would just get one of these. Each of these is worth 5. Each of these is worth 1. And there's 30 points worth here for each player. So there's 60 points up here. The game ends when the last of these are taken. Then you would add these together along with the star totals at the bottom of cards in your deck, and that's your final score. So the only thing that's a little bit different in this version is that you have these energy shards, and you start with one of them in your deck that gives you a card draw and an energy. And the energy, these have new energize mechanics on them. So this one, you would gain 2 attack, but if you have at least 1 energy in front of you, you can do the energize. And then with this one, you could banish a card in your hand or discard pile.
Okay. And banish, it's gone from the game.
Yes.
Okay.
This one, you gain 1 energy for each faction among constructs you control. Constructs are a type of card that when you play them, they'll stay in front of you instead of going to your discard pile. And there's different energy strengths that are needed. So if this said energize 3, you'd have to have 3 of these energy shards in front of you. And you don't spend them. So if you had 3 energy in front of you, you could do something that has an energize of 3 plus these energize 1s. It doesn't spend. As long as you have that energy in front of you, the energize will trigger.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and all the energy shards draw you a card as well as give you the energy. So having an energy shard in your hand, it's not a dead card.
Okay.
It'll replace itself. And so...
Oh, so do you discard it once you're...
No, it'll go back into your discard pile.
Okay.
And so if you're filling your deck with energy shards, it's not a bad thing because your hand size is 5 cards. So at the end of your turn, you'll draw 5 again. But if you draw 5 energy shards, each one draws you another card. So you're not stuck with just a hand of just straight energy shards that don't do anything without other cards. So.
Okay. All right, I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who's going first?
5. I'll let you go first.
Bird. So I'll play that.
Yep. And so
is this visible from that?
Yes.
Okay. So we.
At least it was. Hopefully it still is.
So I get to draw a card.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. And then I have 1 energy, so I could potentially do nothing with it.
Yeah, you have to play cards from your hand.
Right. Got it. That require it. So that was just a card game. I was going to steal those, but it might be a little obvious. And then I have 4 apprentice. So I have a buy power of 4. And then I can take either the magnet, which gains 2 fight power, and then gain an energy for each faction among constructs you own. Or I can do the Dark Walker, which is a gain 2 combat and energize 1. You may banish a card. Oh, I could do this one too. And that gives me 2 energy shards. Oh. So I could actually do 2 of these, both of these, because I have 4, right?
No, and you can buy this one and it'll refill.
Okay.
And it might be something that you can buy.
Well, then that's what I'm doing. Oh.
Okay, so that one costs 3.
Energize 1. Once this turn, when you acquire the Mechana construct, you can put it directly into play.
And this is a construct, so this will stay out when you play.
I'm not a big construct person like you. But it is 3 points. Oh, the points are in the bottom left corner. So that's it for me? Oh.
You got one more?
Yeah. You have to play all your cards, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then that's 1 battle, and I can't do anything with that.
All right. Well, we got a name for that.
Oh, it's the Norm hand, isn't it?
That's the Norm hand. So let's see what happens on my turn. I got the energy shard as well. And I did not get the Norm hand. The Norm hand is named that when you get 4 apprentice and 1 militia in your hand. Because that 1 militia, like you saw on her turn, can't do anything. You need at least 2 attack to get this. So the Norm hand is a hand where you got 1 attack and can't do anything with it. And I seem to be the one that gets that most of the time, so that's why it's called the Norm hand. So anyways, I've got 3 buy here. And in Enlightened Construct, when this enters play, draw a card. You may banish this and another Temporal Eye, which is the name of this card, to take an additional turn. Otherwise, it just sits there and it's 1 point. I think I'm going to do the 3 for the Dark Walker. Ooh, 6. And then with my 2 attack, I'm just going to attack the cultist and get the first point.
He got a point.
And then draw back up to 5.
I got to draw back up to 5. Guess what I got again?
The Norm hand?
Yeah. So 4 apprentice and 1 militia, so I can't do jack diddly squat with that apprentice, so no fighting for me. When this card enters play, I don't know if I wanted that. But I do have a construct now.
Yeah.
But I can also start getting these if I want.
It does give you more buy.
Okay. Oh, but this gives me some battle. Okay.
Yeah, there's something else we're going to have to fight.
The Raging Ursine? Ursine?
Ursine? Is it a bear?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it looks like a bear.
Is that a bear?
Ursine,
It's like a rat from the Invader. No, not Invader Sim.
I think
The Secret of Nim.
Ursine is means bear in Latin or something like that.
I don't know.
I've got 5 apprentices, so I could get this Loam Speaker Druid.
Oh, we have 2 lone speaker druids out there.
Yes.
So you want that one?
No.
Why not?
Now, these 2 have a fate that when this enters the center row for each treasure under this, add 10 to this pool. There's 2 of those. I don't know if that's supposed to trigger when you first populate. I didn't. So we'll play like you don't.
Okay, so we're not playing with fates.
Well, we'll play with the fates, but not when they're first put out.
So that means 10 more go out?
That would make the game go longer. So we'll just pretend that you don't trigger these when you first populate. The rules might say different. But I'm going to spend all 5 for this Loam Speaker because it does
when do things go out? When you play it?
Getting these?
No, the 10 extra.
Oh, when you flip over a new card and it says fate.
Oh, you mean not when it's starting out. Got it. I'm with you.
Yeah, no, this game would go longer if we added
It'd go forever.
20 more points to the pool.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, there's 2 things out there and it costs 6. So.
This is crap. Okay, so I'm going to put out a construct. Prototype CH32. Energize 1. Once this turn, when you acquire a Mechana construct, you can put it directly into play. So I'm just going to have that out. And then I have 4 buy, which gets me nothing. There's another construct out there, but I think I'm going to get the Mystic and start getting more buy power.
Yep. All right. Once again, I've avoided the Norm hand, so maybe we changed the name.
No, it's the Lisa hand?
Maybe. So with my 3 buy, I'm going to buy a Mystic. And I got the 2 attack, so I'm going to attack the Cultist for another point.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right, I got an energy shard. I got an energy shard and an energy shard.
Okay.
I get 3 cards. Maybe. All right. I have 3 by power. And then I have a magnet monk, which is a Mechanic hero, and then I have a militia. So I have 3. Ooh, okay. So I have 3 fighting power, so I can defeat him. So I get 3 points. Boom.
And then if you have 2
energy, I got 2 energies for sure.
So you'll gain
2 more by.
2 more by.
Okay.
This,
so that, yep. So that means I have 5 by. Oh, he refills, right?
Yep. Keep going.
I got 5 by. I need more by. Once this turn, when you acquire. Oh, I'm not acquiring one of those. Yeah, that's fine. So I've got 5 by. I can only get this. So it's going to be copy the effect of a hero played this turn with a cost of 3 or less.
That took 3, so you still have 2 left.
Oh, that's right. Oh, so gain a buy and an additional buy if you control a construct, which I do. So that costs 1. That's 4. Give me another 1. Oh,
nope.
So I'm done, but I acquired a lot of cards that round.
All right, I have an energy shard. So I draw a card. And I have 3, 4, 5, 6 by and 2 attack. I can banish a card in my hand or discard because I have the energy. Let's do I want to get rid of militia right away? I don't know that I want to get rid of militia right now. I'm going to banish an apprentice from my discard pile.
Ooh, he's lost a buy power.
So now I have 6, which lets me do one of these. He just gives me 3 energy and I draw a card. Copy the effect of a hero played this turn. This effect cannot be copied, so
you can't copy him. But if you have 2 energy...
Copy the chosen effect an additional time.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to try that guy. I mean, at the moment, he's going to be copying apprentices and stuff. But, so that was all 6 by my 2 attack. I'm going to attack a cultist again.
I don't like it.
So I've got 3 points.
All right, my turn. I have 2 apprentices. I have Skyrocket Drone, which means I gain a buy and an additional buy if I control a construct, which I do. Mm-hmm. So that's 4 buy power for me right now. And it says I can copy the effect of a hero.
Yep.
Played this round if the cost is 3 or less. So now that's 7. So that gives me 7 buy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, that gave me...
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. I got 6. That's what I said.
I mean, nothing costs 7, so I think you're fine with the...
6. Defeat a monster that costs 4 or less without paying its cost. Boom. I'm going to take that.
How much is that?
4.
So you still have 2?
Yeah. I'm going to buy an infantry. Oh, wait. I'm going to buy an infantry.
Okay.
Oh, and I have an infantry, which is only worth 1, so it doesn't do anything.
Yep.
So, it's very weird having cards that aren't sleeved.
Energy shard. So I'll draw 2.
Oh, the energy shards.
Oh my goodness. I got this guy again. So 3, 4,
What
5,
does he do?
6, 7.
He
Just
gives you
gained 3
3
by. So I have 7
7. You can get that other 6er.
I don't know that I want that other 6er.
Or that other 5er. You got that 5er. Then you can get an infantry.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I think I'm going to start with this.
Okay. It's
And
a monster.
An infantry.
A lagoon troll. That's weird. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, energy shard, energy shard, energy shard.
Okay.
So I get 3 cards. Energy shard. Whew. Exhausted. And then I've got this, which gives me 2 fighting power, and I gain an energy for each faction.
So you got tons of energy.
I got 1,
So
2,
much.
3, 4, 5 energies. And then I have 3 apprentices, and then I have the skyrocket drone, which gained 1 and an additional buy power if you can control a construct. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exhausting.
Now we're running out of things to buy.
Exhausting.
We need to start attacking stuff.
Yeah, I know. I don't really want that. I'm just gonna do this then.
Yep.
Because I don't want that temporal eye. Man, I'm going through a lot of cards on my turn.
Okay. I've got 2 militia and a dark walker. I don't have any energy this time. I have an apprentice and Ulu the Escara Prince who can copy the effect of a hero and no energy to trigger him. So I can either copy him for 2 buy, or I can copy him and I'll have 6 attack.
Oh, you could get the...
Gain 4 points, and for each opponent, choose and destroy a construct they control. So you make you discard your construct. That might be.
What? Why? What? What?
Well, it's been helping
That's
me
a
out.
spider.
The Mordant Widow. Yeah, so I'm going to copy him so I have 6 attack. And I'm going to defeat him, which gives me 4. So I'll throw that back for 5.
We have an amazing writing spider outside.
And you can discard that.
Right outside the door. Oh, you're such a jerk. Discard, so just goes in my discard.
No, yeah, it goes into your discard pile. And I can't buy anything for 1 out there, so that one just goes away.
So as I was saying, we have an incredible writing spider outside, and those are my favorite spiders, and we've named her Cinder. And she's laid 2 egg sacs. Bags, sacks, whatever they're called. I don't know the lingo. But she's guarding both of them now, and they're super, super cool, and we're very excited.
Yeah, so hopefully we're going to get more of them around. I really like them.
We love the writing spiders. As long as they're not in my house, I don't mind spiders. But when they're in my house, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, I have an apprentice, an apprentice, an apprentice, and a mystic. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 militia. So
the Norm hand.
A Norm hand. So I have 5 buy power. So this one, Enlightened Hero, draw a card. You may banish a card in the center row. If the next card to enter the center row is a treasure, I acquire it. What's a treasure?
Like the energy shards.
Oh. I'm going to get him.
Okay.
For 4.
For 4?
Then, yep, that leaves me with 1.
Nope.
So that's it for me.
All right, well, I got a Norm hand this time. So there's the militia. I got him. So I got 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 buy. Once per turn, gain an energy. I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy this. It's 3 points and draw the card. And I seem to be having trouble with some energy.
I have so much energy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What have I got here? What have I got? I've got a shard. I've got a shard. And I've got a shard. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I need to get my hands on more shards, I think.
So there's this Enlightened Hero. I can defeat a monster that costs 4 or less without paying its cost.
Yep.
So I'm going to defeat him, which gives me a shard. But that's not right away.
Yeah, it's in your discard.
Yeah,
but,
it's in my discard.
uh,
But I gain 2 points, so I'll put that away and get a 5er. And then a trophy, I can banish this to gain 2 energy. So I'll
Okay,
keep
so, yeah,
this.
you
So
keep
for the
that.
trophies, you keep them until you decide to use what it says. And then you then void the card out. So I'll keep it for now. My discards go up there. And then, so that took care of this. Oh, energize for 3. Instead, defeat any monster without paying its
Oh.
cost. Wait a minute. Well, he'll come out regardless.
Yeah, you can get the Herald of Doom
Oh,
instead.
wow. Okay. Okay. So
Take 3 of those back.
take these back. We're going to redo my turn a little bit here.
Put that
That energy
shard
shard back behind him. Well, I'm getting it. Okay. We'll get it together. I'm going to go ahead and defeat this Herald of Doom.
What does he do?
I gain 6 points.
Don't like that.
Acquire or defeat a card in the center row without paying its cost.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you could get the Vault Sphinx if you wanted to.
And energize 7, which I don't have. So I can't do that. Wow, if you had energy 7, acquire and defeat all cards in the center row.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, so I can acquire any card here. So I can gain... I still might go with this one. The Lagoon Troll would allow me to draw a card and get 2 points. But this one will give me the 2 points, but then I can banish it to gain 2 energy. So if I need energy later, that might come in handy. So I'll keep that in my...
was this the card? Yeah, this was the card
reserve.
that was supposed to come out there. And that one.
So now he goes away.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I've done all that. Keeping up with this is very confusing. Okay, and then I have 4 battle power. And then I have an apprentice and a skyrocket drone. So one thing about this game is it can get a little overwhelming when you have all these cards in play. And for me at least. So it's hard for me to keep up with all of this. So he helps me. Gain 1 buy and an additional buy if you control it. If I colon a construct, which I don't.
You don't.
I don't colon a construct. So I just have a buying power of 1.
No, 2, because this gains you 1.
Okay, so 2.
But you also have your 4 attack here.
That's right. Thank you.
Use.
I haven't used it yet.
And that guy gives you more buy with your energy.
So I'm going to acquire this guy, which gives me 3 points. And then energize. I have 2 energies, so I can get 2 buy power. So 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Oh, there's that guy again. Oh.
Defeat a monster that costs 4 or less, or once per turn gain an energy. I think I'm going to go with this one.
Yeah, that guy was really good for you that turn.
Oh, wow. Wow, that was still that turn, wasn't it?
Yep.
That was a lot. That's a lot. Okay, I think I'm done.
All right, I have the Lone Speaker Druid for 3 buy, and then for 5 buy, I have the Doom Walker. I still don't have any energy. And I can copy somebody. I think I'm going to copy the 3 buy. So I have 6, 7, I have 8 buy. So I can get this Horus the Redeemer. I don't even care what he does. What does he do?
He's 4 points. He gets you 4 buy power. And each time you acquire a hero from the center row that turn, you gain points equal to its point value.
Yeah.
That's a good card.
Yeah.
That's a good card.
Was, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8. So I still have 1 buy.
No.
All right. Well, I'll buy Leotan's Familiar. And I have 2 attack. There's somebody.
You can get the Serpent Siren
with an energy shard. Isn't that nice? Yes, I will take that. So I gain 1 point, and it's a trophy that I can then banish for an energy when I need it. All right, I'm getting some more energy shards.
All right, my turn. I didn't even look at these. Okay. So I've got a Mystic and an Apprentice and an Apprentice. And then I have the Enlightened Hero, so I can copy the effect of a hero played this turn with a cost of 3 or less. And then I have a Militia. So I can either have 2 fight power, or I can have 6 buy. I'll get the Black Watch Vanquisher, which gives me 2 battle. So that was for 4, so I have 2 more. So then I'll get the heavy infantry.
Well, you don't know what this is going to be.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that's going to be.
Cost 3.
Okay. I'll stick with my original.
Alright, I got energy shard, so draw a card.
That was a boring round compared to the last round.
Yeah.
No, you've got some energy.
Got 3 attack and 3 buy. My 3 attack is going to be for the Lagoon Troll, so I get an energy shard. I gain 2 points. And I draw a card. So I'm going to have to shuffle my deck for the card I'm going to draw. And hopefully... there's stuff there that costs 3, but I think... I don't know if I'd rather have the 3 or the 4.
Nope.
This was the card I'm going to draw then, because it wants out of my deck. What's he do? I gain 1 buy, and I have energy 1, so I gain 2 points.
What? That's
so I have
crap.
I have 4 buy. I might as well buy that. It's a construct that'll stay in play when it shows up.
Alright, I have an energy shard. I got my construct back. Once this turn, when you acquire a Mechanic construct, you can put it directly into play. And there's not one. I have a fighting power of 2 and a buy power of 4. Take him for 3. And then I will defeat a cultist.
Okay. I've got the lone speaker again. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 buy and 2 attack, no energy. I could banish this to gain energy to energize this. And I think I will. I'll go ahead and do that because that lets me banish a card in my hand or discard pile. Yeah. So I'm going to... I really want to get rid of those militia, but I'll get rid of an apprentice.
Why do you want to get rid of militia?
I don't like them. 3,
those militia.
4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to buy this for 3. So 4 left.
Haha, you can't get him.
I'm going to buy... If I had known that, I would have gotten rid of a militia. And I have 2 attack, so I'm just going to attack the cultist for 1 point.
Okay. What have I got here? I have 3 apprentice. I have I gain a buy and an additional buy if you have a construct. So I have 5 buy power right now. And then I have an enlightened hero. Draw a card. You may banish a card in the center row. If the next card that enters the center row is a treasure, I get to keep it. So what do I want to... I have 1 fight power. So there's no fighting whatsoever here. But I can buy for 5. And I can get rid of a card.
There's a Meccana construct, but you don't have the thing that... Oh, wait. Do you have any energy? You have a trophy you can get rid of.
To give me 2 energy. Yeah.
But if you do this, you can buy this and it goes directly into play. And then once per turn, when you play a Meccana construct, including this one, draw a card.
Oh, dear.
I mean, you're wasting 1 energy to do it,
oh my gosh.
but it'll draw you another card.
Yeah, so I get him and he goes straight into play.
Which draws you a card, and that's your 5 buy.
That's my buy. Can you refill that? And then I have
And then you can
I
banish
can
it.
banish a card. That didn't go well.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
That didn't go well at all. Cards aren't sleeved, you see. And
Sleeved cards shuffle so much easier.
and when you don't have sleeved cards, they tend to not, because then I'm afraid I'm going to bend the card and oh, this is just. Look, I'm not even doing this well. I'm not doing well. Let's banish this deviant fiend.
Now, if this is a treasure,
I get it. Oh, it's not.
it's not.
It's a lifebound muse. Oh, I got to. Did I draw my card?
Not yet. You've got one militia so far.
Oh,
Okay.
there's another energy.
You got 2 more by. One more by. Omnicron Fate. When this enters the center row, for each treasure under this, add a card to the center row. And there's not a treasure under that.
All right. Excuse me.
Alright, I got energy shard. So I draw and draw. And I have an expensive hand here. Look at this. The 6/6/7 and a militia and an apprentice. Oh, gain 3 energy, draw a card.
Whoop, whoop.
And I got him. Oh my
Copy the effects of a
goodness.
hero played.
Yeah, so I can. Oh my goodness.
What is this?
So 4 by, and each time I acquire a hero from the center row this turn, gain points. So I can. Definitely, I'm going to copy the effect of this guy.
Dang it.
And I have 5 energy. I can energize, copy the chosen effect an additional time. Does that mean that this can trigger twice?
Yeah, 3 times. Because you're doing it once for the card itself, then you're doing it again from this, and because you have the energy, you get to do it again.
So I get 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 by power.
This is disgusting.
And if it's a hero,
It's disgusting.
I get three times the points. That's not a hero.
Oh my gosh.
This is.
Mm-hmm.
So I get. Do I get three times?
No, I think you get to pick another card.
So, well, it's each time you acquire a hero from the center row this turn, gain points equal to its point value.
Yeah.
And this copied that twice.
So does that
Hand
mean
me
you
the
don't?
hand me the rule book, because that is way too
Powerful.
way too strong. There's got to be something about that. Fate. How does the nope? There is nothing talking about that.
Wait, that was the picture of it. Oh no, that's an energy shard.
I don't like the idea of getting 9 points because I bought this one card, but I
agree.
can buy more heroes. So I'll just take the 3. I still have, so that was 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 minus 4. I still have 12. There's no more heroes out there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then well, you can get these.
Those are heroes, but and they're worth tiny points.
I'm okay with that.
I think I'm going to do 5. So
That's a hero.
I've done 9 of my 16, so I have 7 left. That is a hero, so I'll take that.
So that's
So
13.
I gain 2. And I've got 3 by left. Is that right?
Another hero just came out for 2.
And so I'll take that, which will give me 1 point.
Man, this sucks.
And that's it. And I got one attack. So that was pretty good turn for
That was
me.
a horrible turn.
I didn't even read what those cards do. I don't care. I bought them.
So when we played this game before, I've always ended up with all of the 5-point gems. Like every time I end up with all of them, he ends up with like 1. And I'm not liking it. I don't like it.
She tends to attack more than I do.
I don't like it. Okay, I have 2 apprentices. Gain a buy and an additional buy if you control a construct, and I do. So that's 4 buy power. And then I have 4 battle power. I don't have any energy to use. So I have 4 buy and 4 attack. The 4 buy, I'll go ahead and do this because it gives me 2 shards. Acquire a hero with a cost of 4 or less without paying it. So that's done deal. So that's my buying power. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Fate. When this enters the center row, for each treasure under this, each player may banish a card in their hand or discard pile.
So we can get rid of 3
we
cards?
can get rid of 3. Oh, that's really gross. Because I don't have a discard pile. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to get rid of 3 apprentices. So I have a hand of 2 cards.
Oh my goodness. I am also getting rid of 3 apprentices from my discard pile. Boom. Okay, so I did my buys, and now I have 4 attack. So I can do the Firestorm Effigy, where I would gain 3 points, and I may banish a card in my hand or discard pile. Or I can do the Vault Sphinx again.
With a trophy you can hold on to.
Yeah, so I think I'll do that one. So I get 2 points. So I'm going to turn these in to get... I need the rubies. All right.
All right, I now have 2 cards in my hand. They're both apprentices. I had a hand of 5 apprentices.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to just buy the Spirit Merchant because it gives me a whole bunch of
Jerk.
shards.
Jerk. That was a quick turn.
That was pretty quick.
Okay, so I am going to do an energy shard. Gonna do another energy shard. I'm going to defeat a monster that costs 4 or less without paying its cost.
How much energy have you got?
I have 2 energy. Wait. I gain 2 more. I can 1 energy for each faction.
You have 1 faction, so that gives you your 3 energy.
That gives me my 3 energy. Boom. So I can do this again. Defeat any monster without paying its cost. Which
they're all 4 less anyways.
All right, wait a minute. Let's hang on here.
Oh yeah, because you can.
All right,
You have 4 attack here, so you can get rid of 1, and maybe a
stronger
guy will show up.
And then I can copy the effect of a hero playing its turn with a cost of played this turn with a cost of 3 or less. Oh, he's too much. So I can get. So I have 2, 4, 6.
I don't know if it's worth you doing the 6 attack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, then who else would I...
You could copy him for 2 more buy.
Oh, yeah, I could copy him for 2 more buy. Okay. I'm going to defeat a monster for 4.
Which one do you want?
I don't know. 3, I can banish a card from my hand or discard. Okay, I'll do that one.
Alright, you're looking for a big monster
3 energy. Big monster. Big.
Oh, and with your energy, you can banish an additional from your hand or discard pile if you want.
No, I don't have any apprentices left.
Alright,
Oh,
it's
crap.
not a monster.
All right. But then I have 4.
No, you still have this guy.
I still have this guy. And then I have a buy power of 4.
Yep.
Okay. So confusing. All right. I'll get him again. No. I'll get him for 3. Another Sphinx? Oh my goodness. All the Sphinxes.
Mhm.
So I guess that's who I'm taking. Okay.
All right, I got my
Whew,
first
that's exhausting.
construct to come out, so I gain an energy. And then I have him with him again, and these guys. So I only have
I don't
one
like you
energy,
getting
so-
that
so
card.
I can't do this twice. So, but I got 8 by 8, 10 by. And if it's a hero, I get the points.
It's a hero for 2 points.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm not doing the Makana thing all that much.
What's your buy power?
10. So
So
I think
maybe buy that. Oh, that's a Makana. But it's
that's-
7 points.
Yeah,
And a hero might come out.
yeah. I think I'm gonna spend my 2 for this.
Okay.
So I gain 1 point from this, and that is not. So I still have 8. I will take this one.
So that leaves you with 3.
3.
Do you want him?
No, I'll take him.
Okay.
I have 1 attack, which does nothing.
Does nothing. All right. I have an energy shard. I have an energy shard. I have an energy shard. I have so many energy shards. Okay. And then I have 2 apprentices. I can copy the effect of a hero. I can defeat a monster that costs 4 or less. Then I have 2 battle. If I have 3 energy, which I do, instead defeat any monster without paying its cost. Once per turn, when you acquire a Makana construct, that costs 7, and I don't have 7 by power. But then once per turn I can draw a card. I don't have 5.
Yeah, you need
Okay.
5 for that.
So none of that applies right now.
Well, you do have
Oh, I can.
so many sphinxes. What does it do?
Draw a card. I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do 1 because it gives it to me, but no, it's fine.
Because you can always, you're going to get 1
Yeah.
back.
Oh my goodness, yep, I sure enough am. Alright, so I'll do that to activate this construct. So I have 5 energy, I can draw a card. Which just gives me another buy power. Okay. So then I have 1, 2, 3 buy. I can defeat any monster. And I have 4. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to do the 4 for this. I get 2. So this is done.
Oh, another magnet monk.
I have 3 buy. So I guess I'll do that. Come on, where's the big monsters?
You already beat them.
Ah, okay, I can gain 2 points. Oh dear.
Draw a card.
And draw a card.
This guy goes.
And that just gave me that.
Yep.
Oh, these are mine.
Alright, I got an energy shard. It's going to draw me 1. I have a construct. When this enters play, draw a card. And if I had another temporal eye, I could have another turn. Here's another construct. Once per turn, gain an attack. I have 2. So once per turn, I can banish a card in my hand or discard a pile. What's left in here? Oh, militia. Bye. And then I got a hero here that just gains me 3 energy and draws me a card. I've got a hero here that gains me 2 attack, and I can banish a card in my hand or discard pile. By apprentice. 2 more attack, energize 3. I've got 1. I've got 5.
Wow.
So I got an additional 2 attack, and then I have 3 buy and 2 attack. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 attack.
With
Where are
no
the monsters?
No monsters.
All right, I got 3 buy. 3 buy is all I got.
Copy the effects of a hero played.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him.
He does me well. No monster.
Still nothing to attack. All right, so
Oh my goodness.
with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9,
You can get 4
I can attack
cultists.
that guy 4 times for 4 points.
Wow.
That
Oh no.
that seems.
All the rubies are gone. That's insane.
That seems a little bit lackluster there.
Okay, an energy shard, so I get a card. I have an apprentice. I can acquire a hero that costs 4 or less without paying its card. Or paying its cost.
There's only 2 heroes out.
So I'll take this one.
That's a good one for you. There's a monster.
Okay.
Oh, that's a... I could have beat him last time. It's not fair.
All right.
Have you got the 2 energy?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Here's all my cards. I can defeat a monster that costs 4 or less. But I can turn this in.
And defeat any monster.
And defeat any monster, because that would give me 3. And that would give me this.
No! What's it do?
So he's 5 points, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
So that's
Him.
this. So I've already used this one. So then I just, okay, so I get 5.
Oh dear.
Each opponent discards a random card from their hand. I can choose a card discarded this way and put it in my hand. Oh no, I random.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking. I mean, luckily all my super good cards are in my discard pile, but there's still a good one I don't want you to have. That one.
I took your Lone Speaker Druid. Oh.
So now you have 3 more buy because it goes in your hand, right? Yep.
Oh wow. Okay, I have 3 more buy. So
There's Makana Hero.
So I have 3, 4. He's done. These are done. So I have 4 buy and 3 fight power. So 4 buy. 4 buy. And this is the only thing I can get. So I'll buy that. Okay, and then I have 3, so I'll just get a cultist.
Oh man, now down to 4 cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, and then the game's over.
Alright, well I got Leotan's Familiar. This gives me a buy. With my Energize of 1 for my construct, I can gain 2 points. Then I can't get to Energize 2. I mean, that's okay, because I don't have much here. I can acquire a hero with a cost of 4 or less without paying its cost. So that's the only hero that's 4 or less.
A monster.
So that was her. I did this. I still have 1 buy from this guy, but nothing there. Costs 1,
No.
right? I have 3,
No.
4 attack.
4 attack. Nothing.
Attack a cultist twice.
All right, there's 2 points left.
Both those turns have been lackluster for me.
All right, I have an apprentice and I have an apprentice. I gain a buy and an additional buy if I control a construct. So there's 3 buy there. I can draw a card, and I may banish a card in the center row. It's the next card, so I can banish a card. Let's see. I'm going to banish this. Where do these go? Oh, they were just banished.
They can go over here to the fight. Yeah, I was just keeping the starter decks separate.
Got it.
And it's not a treasure.
Darn. Okay, so that one's done. I do have 1 energy, but I don't have enough to buy a Makana construct. So I can, okay, so I can gain, so that's 1 faction. So I have 2 energies, but 3 fight power. I just do that. Did I already buy?
You did not.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 buy.
Well, I mean, the infantries are worth a point each.
Yeah.
With it being this close to the end. I'm surprised you didn't end it your turn.
I wanted
I
to.
got energy shard, energy shard, energy shard. So I draw 1 and then got to shuffle.
If you have at least 2 fight power, the game's over.
I can end it if I have 2 fight power. Which I think I do, but this is such a boring hand. There's the 3. Maybe this makes it better. Oh, some of these are things I bought that I don't know what they do. Alright, so there's my energy shards. So I have 4 energy right now.
How 4?
1, 2, 3, and this construct gives me 1 every time.
Oh.
With 2 energy, I can banish a card in my hand or discard pile.
Why it's a point? Why would you want to banish it?
Well, no, this, I mean, it's not a point, but I think...
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I want to get rid of him.
How is it not a point?
It's an apprentice. So whether I want to get rid of an apprentice.
Oh.
So I've got reveal the top card of my deck and put it in my hand, and if it's a treasure, I get 3 points. It's not a treasure. Is there?
Where's the which expansion box?
Which is the expansion for
This
this game?
game, yeah.
I think it's.
Or are there extra?
It's the Darkness Unleashed.
But this is the game we're playing. This has extra points. Yeah.
The extra points in the thing. Yeah.
Because once he ends it, he still gets however many points he would get from his turn.
So I can. What have we got hero wise out there? Nothing. We got a hero that costs 5.
Why can I not open this box?
So I've got him, which is 3, 4. He can copy a hero that costs 3 or less, so he's going to copy the apprentice. So it's 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to let him buy this guy. Is he a hero?
Yep.
Oh, what's his fate say?
When this enters the center row, each treasure under this. When this enters the center row, for each treasure under this, each player draws a card.
So
we don't have it.
All right. Well, that's okay. I was hoping for something even better because I can do with the Energized 2. I can acquire any hero without paying its cost. So I'm going to acquire him, and then I have 2, 3 attack, So yeah, either way, it's just 1 point, and so boom.
Now, do I get an additional turn, or is that the game?
Hand me the rule book. I think that's the game.
I think so too.
Yep.
Okay.
And so that's the end of the game. So then we can...
All this will go away. Now we will...
This is not worth any points at the end of the game for me.
Me either.
Then I sort out everything that's worth the points.
Energy shards aren't worth points?
They're not worth points.
That's poo-poo garbage. I got a lot of energy shards.
So the ones that have the point value 0 in the bottom are ones that go back into the deck.
Yeah, okay, I'm not there yet.
So that's my starting cards there. So these... I like to break my stuff out in 10s.
How many starting cards do we have?
Let's say 11. Yep.
Okay.
10 plus the energy shard.
How much?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 73.
73.
You got 73?
Yes.
Oh, crap. Now what?
Now I gotta recount.
If multiple players have the same number, the last player to start wins. The starting player loses all ties. So since you went first, I would win.
It's the first time I've lost Ascension. But I will say, that was a crap way to win. You did not beat me by defeat of monsters and so forth. So if I will accept this defeat. What are you separating?
The mystics and...
Well, we got to talk about the game. We can do
Yep.
this later. Well, now you've got me going. I got to do it.
Oh, done.
I'm not. All right, start talking.
All right, so that was Ascension. Rise of the Vigil was the name of this base set. And so now we've played multiple games of Ascension. We've only played this I guess this isn't an expansion. It's a standalone expansion that has its own expansion to go with it.
What?
So
It's a standalone expansion that has its own expansion.
yes. So
Makes sense
I don't
of
know
that.
I don't know how they're doing it now. They're still making Ascension games.
Oh,
but,
really?
the way that they did it back in the day was they would release the big box, which is a standalone game,
Which is this.
which is what we play.
Okay.
And then they would have a smaller expansion to come with it. And then when they come out with another big box, it can be added to your existing cards or be played as a...
No, I had it right. I had it right.
You could add it to your other base set and play them together, Or you could play it standalone, and it has an expansion.
Can all of these be combined?
All of them can be combined.
So you'd be playing with shards, you'd be playing with those other things
Those,
from the other games.
Yeah. The first one, Ascension Chronicle of the Godslayer, didn't have anything really special. There weren't any energy shards. It was just cards and monsters. And Storm of Souls added events
That's right.
that would come out, and it would change
That's
the
right.
rules for the turns that they were up. And then when another event came out, it would get rid of the existing event. We didn't try the expansion for that. The expansion for that added soul cards, which is like a deck of cards of people that you would find, I think, in the base game of the first thing. And you would play a card that would say gain a soul shard, and you would just take the top card off of the soul shard deck, and it would have attack or some ability on it, and you would get that for that turn and then discard it. So whenever you got a soul shard, you never knew what you were going to be getting off the top of the deck for that. And then the expansion for this one adds dark energy that works a little bit differently. I don't know exactly how that works. I think maybe some cards need it, but so every time they come out with a new standalone expansion, it would be all new cards, maybe with like a little trick like the energy shards or the events, and then the expansion for each standalone expansion would add something a little bit more on top of that. So you could take all of your Ascension cards and just shuffle them all together and play with them. But in that case, in the rule book it says add 30 energy shards for every big box that you have together.
Wow.
And an additional 20 for each small box.
Oh my gosh, that would be a huge stack of cards.
So you would you'd have a huge stack of cards, but then you also have the problem of, I'm getting some energy shards, but I have this huge stack of cards with only one set of cards that even cares about energy.
Right. Yeah.
And so you're getting all this energy. You might not see the cards that care about you having the energy. And so the more sets you shuffle together, the more diluted each part gets. Like if you're playing with the soul shards, you've got a stack of soul shards here that's like
soul shards.
If I can get a card that gets me a soul shard, I can get that.
Soul shard?
A soul shard. But, so the more you shuffle together, the more diluted it gets. So people will generally play with one base set and maybe one expansion added in. And it doesn't even have to be the same expansion that you add in. But so
of the three, which one do you like the best?
I don't know.
My dog's crying.
I don't know. I think
I know which one I like the most.
I kind of like the basic one. I do like how they implemented the energy shards here. Where the energy shards, as you collect them, they don't clog your hand up.
Right.
Every time you get an energy shard, you get to draw another card. Mm-hmm. So as you're getting more and more energy, you're still got a hand of useful cards at the end.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. But you're drawing so many cards, and like it was so easy to buy those really expensive guys.
Yeah. And the more cards you have out, the more overwhelming, and you lose track of what you're doing and what you can possibly do. So,
but then again, that is kind of fun though. So I don't know. It's either the basic or this one out of the three.
So I like the basic the best. I just liked. I don't know. When you show me a game, the way you show it to me the first time is probably how I'm gonna like it the most. I think our oldest son David is the same way. I liked the original version. I didn't like so much the in that second game, still Storm of Souls, what it brought
With
in
the
events. I didn't really care for the events. I don't think it added to the game.
The events really didn't add much.
The energy shards I like. They're okay. So I mean, I'm with you. I like either the original or this one. So I wouldn't necessarily have an issue blending those two together.
Because there's the thing with the base game where we had things that cost 6 and 7 out here, and things that we needed to attack for 8, and without having the energy shards to draw you these good cards and being able to energize, and you had that card that was just like defeat anything. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm defeating that thing that costs 8. In the base game, those just sit out here until you
acquire enough buy power or heavy infantry to defeat them.
Yeah, so six cards come out. Everything that's super expensive just sitting there kind of reduces down. It's like, okay, realistically, I have 3 choices of what I can do.
2 or 3 choices, yeah.
And so I don't know. It may take a few more plays of Rise of the Vigil, and maybe even adding in the expansions to see. But yeah, I agree. The events weren't super impactful.
Which, and I'll be honest, is a shame because this is the best looking box.
It is a cool looking box.
I mean, this is the best looking box. It's got the hot pink in it, and I mean, it's cool.
And this is also the one that has the expansion that adds those soul shards. And
the show shards, yeah.
I don't know that I like those, because the times that I've played those, it's random. When you play the card that gets you one of those soul shards, you don't know what you're going to get. Am I going to get goodbye? Am I going to get
so this attack? Is that expansion.
And so the events, they come out at random. The soul shards, when you draw them off the top, those are totally random. You can't plan ahead to be like, I'm going to get this soul shard that's going to allow me to do this. You have no idea what the soul shard is going to do. And so this game is already random enough that adding in those additional random elements seems like it's a little bit too much.
Yeah, I agree.
So, there's it'd be interesting to see how the expansions maybe change both of these. But so I guess we're going into the review of these.
The review. I think we've already kind of talked about it all.
We're already talking.
Yeah.
So, is there anything about the mechanics that you don't like?
No, the only thing about this one, so I didn't like the events of the second game. This one I liked fine. It's just sometimes it got a little overwhelming with the energies because I needed to remember that I had it. And if you hadn't have reminded me a couple things, I would have missed. So thankfully I have a nice partner who catches me on things that I miss. But, I can't say that I would do the same thing because I'm a bit of a competitive person. Although I would tell him. We tend to help each other out when we play games. But I think just the energy was a bit overwhelming at times. So that one round for me was really overwhelming. So I don't necessarily need the energy, but it goes well with this game, of course, because it was made for this game.
I think one of the things that kind of bugs me, and it may just be because of how old this game is, but like when we were playing, we talked about the Norm hand, where you get 1 militia and 4 apprentices, so you can buy something for 4, but that one attack doesn't affect anything out on the board, and it's just a dead card. And if you get the Norm hand in your starting hand, then you know that your second hand is going to be the Norm hand again. So that's 2 turns where you're
is just frustrating. Yeah, that's frustrating.
And it's frustrating.
Because you're not doing anything.
I don't know what they've done with newer versions of this game, but thinking about it, I think that it would be kind of nice if, as along with the cultist, if they had another monster that was always out that had a 1 on it.
To maybe draw a card.
That I was thinking that would give you 1 buy.
Okay.
And it would also be one where you attack it and it would flip over.
For that round or for that game?
For your turn.
Oh, okay. So you can only use it once.
So yeah, so like that way you're not turning all of your attack into buys and be like, oh, I got 3 buy and 4 attack. I'm going to attack this thing 4 times. Now I have 7 buy. That's broken. But if it was 1 attack for 1 buy that you could just do once a turn, then that 1 militia turns into a buy for you. And
you may not even be able to use it, but it's still it's a chance.
It's something. And even like on turns where you might have 5 attack or something, you might be like, you know what, I really need that 1 more buy, so let's use 1 attack to attack that thing, get an extra buy, and now I have 4 attack to attack something up here. Something like that. I think anything that you can do to remove those negative play experiences, how it's everybody likes to joke when I get the norm hand, and so they enjoy it. I don't enjoy it quite so much, but so I think a card like that would be great in this game.
Yeah, that would be beneficial.
So maybe we just need to print one of those up. But,
house rules.
So
we'll let Aaron design the card.
So how would you? Talking about designing the card. What do you think of the art?
It's unique.
Is very unique.
Somewhat disturbing.
It strikes me very much.
The cultist card is pretty disturbing. Yeah.
Like I if I had to guess, I'd say that these were probably like a pencil crayon. And
I mean, it's the person's talented, and each game has a bit of a unique illustration to them.
I don't. It's not my kind of art that I would care for.
But I can appreciate it.
But it's also like at this point, I mean, it's Ascension's art.
Yeah,
I mean, I think some of the newer Ascensions have newer art. I don't know if I would enjoy that. This Ascension looks like this. This is what Ascension looks like. And if it was different, I don't know that I would enjoy that.
How old is this game?
Grab Chronicle of the Godslayer. Let's see if it says on the back. Did they put a publishing date in here? 2012.
Okay, so 10 years old.
Yeah. And this is second edition as well.
Oh.
So it's older than that. Maybe 2009 was what I wanted to guess.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's an older one, and I think this was maybe one of the first ones that did the deck building with the market that's constantly changing instead of having just the layout.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing of where you're introducing the random. I like it because when you have the static market of here's the 9 cards that you can buy all game long,
mm-hmm.
There's none of that, ooh, look what came up.
Right.
That brings up another point. You've only played this at 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun at 2. I've played this at, does it play up to 5? 2 to 4 plus.
1 to 6.
And that one says 1 to 6. Yeah. I can't remember if we did the full 6.
Okay, so it's 1 to 4 with this set. You need the expansion.
The expansion, and it'll do more. And you can play the expansions as a
two-player
by itself, which is kind of neat. But I've played this at the higher counts. It is not fun.
Really?
At the higher counts. Not a bit. There was at least 5 of us, and the problem is this market.
There's no planning because it's going to be
Because
completely new
yeah,
when you get to your turn.
that was what I noticed playing with the guys. You would take your turn and then you'd get on your phone. You'd get up, walk to the
Okay.
kitchen,
Because it's
you
going
know,
to take 5 or
because
10 minutes.
and because like personally, I kind of enjoy watching other people's turns and seeing what they're doing. That's interesting to me. But yeah, you can't plan because if there's four other people going, I take one card from here and fill it back up. They're all taking cards from there. When it gets back to me, it looks way different than it did
Right.
when I left it. And so, uh, like somebody actually like made the comment of just hey, let me know when it's my turn. I'll come back and then evaluate the market. And
Well, that takes away from the fun if no one's paying attention. The only person at the table is the person who's going.
yeah, and that's true. Like me personally, it wasn't that huge of a deal, except when it's not my turn, I can't do any playing. The only thing I can do is watch what other
Sit and
people are
watch.
doing
Yeah.
and being like, oh, that was cool, or oh, that sucked for you.
I'd
Sorry.
say 3 players would make to me would be a sweet number.
Three might be okay, but going above that, I don't think I would want to play
Yeah.
it.
I enjoy it at the 2 player.
Yeah, this
and that's all I
seems-
know, but
at a 2 player, other than that one crazy turn where she's just like attacking things and
refreshing the entire market,
and removing them and stuff, that other than that, I'd be at least I could be like, don't take that one, don't take that one, don't take that one, and be like, whew, you didn't take that one. All right, I'm taking that one. Where in a 5-player game, like every turn, you can't be like, don't take that one, take that. Oh, okay. Don't take that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And
then you're mad, discouraged, and you don't want to play anymore. Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on giving it a ranking?
Playability, is that the first one? Mechanics.
Yeah, the mechanics going from 0 to 7.
I'm not good on mechanic rating because I don't know how to make things better. I do agree with you over the possibility of having something different. I would say mechanic wise, probably a 6. I think that would make it a 7 if we had something that could utilize the norm hand.
Mm-hmm. I agree. For what it is, that the mechanics are pretty solid, other than the negative of the norm hand and the randomness of this market. There's really nothing you could do to change that other than make it a static market. So if that's just one of the side effects when you have an ever-changing market, that's just how it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get the cards you want, sometimes you don't. So yeah, I would give it a 6 as well, especially if we're taking into account all 3 of these together, where you got like the events and stuff adding in more random. With the base game being as random as it is, adding more random really doesn't seem like a great
Mm-hmm.
a great addition to the game. If you could do things that would make it a little less random, that might be even better. Maybe they come up with cards that let you search the top so many cards or pull cards out of your discard pile into your hand or something like that. And I'm sure in the future they probably did, because this game's been around since at least 2012. So yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 7 for the gameplay. And then the desire to play it again, 0 to 3.
2.
2?
If it was suggested, I'd play it. And there'll be times I probably might suggest it. Mm-hmm. So I would play it if. And it's another one that's fairly easy to teach. So even to someone who's not a experienced game player, this is a good introduction to deck building, I think. Mm-hmm. It would be fairly simple to teach someone to play it. So this would be a good starter game if we've got some inexperienced players with us.
Yeah, I'm similar. I would give it a 1. It's.
I should toughen up on my scoring.
It's a game that I'll play if she is ever like hey, why don't we play? It's fun at 2 player. I would I wouldn't be like, no, let's not play. And so I would give it the 1. I wouldn't give it a 2 because I don't know that I would necessarily suggest it, except maybe in the days coming up where it might be like, hey, let's try that expansion. Let's throw that in and see what that does, and see if that changes things. So you would give it an 8, and mine would be a 7.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our rating for it. So then the question is, do we keep it or do we get rid of it?
I say Ascension Storm of the Souls. I don't think we need the one that has the events.
I agree 100%.
So
That's the Storm of the Souls and the Storm of the Souls expansion. I don't care if we keep that.
So the other two, the base game, I'd say for sure keep. This one I'd kind of be impartial on. So if you said let's get rid of it, I'd be fine with it. If you said let's keep it, I'd be fine with it until something came along kind of to replace it.
Yeah, at the moment, keeping both of those other sets, the Rise of the Vigil and the Chronicle of the Godslayer,
Mm-hmm.
Those are worth keeping. But I do think that as we play them with the expansions, they're going to be battling with each other to see which one stays.
Right.
Because I don't know that we need both.
Agreed.
It might be worth trying them both together and seeing if that's a good solution. Because
and for the sake of shelf control, we don't need both.
Because it does come with more of the energy shards to allow for you to put the different sets together. And does that dilute it too much where we're not getting enough cards that care about energy? That would be the thing to see.
Are you able to condense? So if you were to blend these two games, could you condense them all into one box?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. Like if you look at this box here.
Oh, okay.
There's all of this room. One of these held all the cards for this game. You've got all this other space in here, and so I think both base sets and both expansions could fit in one box. And if we had to, we'd take that plastic insert out.
So are these the starting?
Yep.
Yep.
So that would be the thing to look at and be like, what is the dark energy at? Does that make the game better?
Right.
So, all right, we got rid of 1/3. We got rid of 1/3 of our Ascension collection.
Woohoo!
So,
shelf control.
So now, speaking about shelf control, what about those of you out there who have the experience with more of the Ascension stuff?
Yeah.
Are there sets out there that you think, now that you know what we prefer over like Storm of Souls, is there a set out there that we should be looking at? That you're like, okay, if you like Chronicle of the Godslayer, look into this set, and that one might replace that one completely. Would like to know your thoughts.
Or if you say, hey, get rid of all of them, this is the only one you need, I'm all for it.
So yeah, so please, if you have more experience, our experience stopped after Rise of the Vigil was the last one we got. So if you know of more stuff, please let us know. And other than that, we're going to continue playing our games, going through them, seeing what to keep, what to get rid of. If you enjoy watching these, please subscribe, give us a like, comment, all the things to help with the algorithm to help get these videos out there.
Yep.
And we'll talk to you again later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
That was the chair.